cinnamon, and 3 foods that pair best with it. Hello, this is your friendly health expert, Dr. John. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit the like button right now. Share this with your loved ones. And introduce Dr. John to many others. I will continue to provide you with the best health information. Everyone, what if there was a food that was good for diabetes, burns visceral fat so it's great for losing weight, prevents colds by blocking viruses and protecting the lungs, and even has amazing anti-disease effects? What if it also prevented aging and kept you young? The food I'm going to introduce today is delicious. Moreover, it is affordable, making it cost-effective. Today's star is called a divine blessing, cinnamon. Recently, it has been reported that cinnamon is good for brain health and is being developed as a preventive treatment for brain damages. In fact, just smelling cinnamon can boost cognitive abilities and concentration more than any brain health exercise, proving it to be highly effective in preventing brain damages, even just with cinnamon scent. But did you know that? Even a healthy food like cinnamon can be harmful to your health if eaten with certain foods. Now, let's find out together the 3 worst food combinations with cinnamon that can hinder disease prevention, and the 3 best combinations for optimal health benefits. The first worst cinnamon food is cinnamon beverages like tea and lattes. There are many dishes that use cinnamon, such as cinnamon rolls, cinnamon bread, and cinnamon tea, which have become very popular. Especially in the fall, sweet pumpkin spice lattes are very popular. In the East, cinnamon drinks are often brewed strong and consumed as a digestive aid. You may already know that Coca-Cola was originally developed as a digestive aid. While its recipe is secret, one thing is certain: its digestive properties come from cinnamon powder. Although everyone loves Coca-Cola, cinnamon, with its sweet aroma and bitter taste, is a spice that people either love or hate. Some people mix cinnamon powder into milk or sprinkle it on coffee. But traditionally, the most common way to consume cinnamon is in beverages like cinnamon tea and lattes. Our ancestors wisely drank cinnamon tea after meals because the warm properties of cinnamon protected the stomach and helped the secretion of gastric juices, aiding digestion and relieving bloating. This is why cinnamon extract is often included in digestive aids even in these days. Moreover, cinnamon tea, brewed for a long time, has a stronger aroma than any other cinnamon food, which is truly beneficial. The spicy cinnamon in the tea can enhance digestive abilities even by its scent alone. However, there is a big problem with sweet and slightly bitter cinnamon beverages. When you think of cinnamon tea or lattes, the dark brown color comes to mind. But this color actually comes from brown sugar, not cinnamon. You probably already know that sugar itself is not good for health. Even if cinnamon is good for health, drinking cinnamon tea after meals can be dangerous. Because it raises blood sugar levels further after they've already increased during the meal. More seriously, the sugar used in these drinks is often brown sugar. Additionally, to make the color darker, artificial additives in caramel color are used, which contain a carcinogenic substance called methylamidazole. Therefore, avoid commercially available cinnamon beverages with dark colors, and instead, make them at home using trusted sweeteners for a healthier option. At first, the best combination with cinnamon I recommend you today is honey. Earlier, I mentioned that the brown sugar in cinnamon beverages is dangerous. Instead, you can consume cinnamon with honey. Did you know that cinnamon is excellent for boosting your health? Cinnamon contains as many as 41 antioxidant compounds that prevent the formation of mutant cells and illness-causing cells in our bodies. Amazingly, the antioxidants in cinnamon create a tremendous synergy when combined with honey. This combination especially strengthens the heart. The heart acts as a powerful pump, sending blood throughout the body. When this function weakens, problems arise. However, mixing honey with cinnamon tea removes cholesterol and triglycerides accumulated in the arteries, making the heartbeat stronger and allowing for better delivery of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. This combination is excellent for preventing cardiovascular diseases like arteriosclerosis, strokes, and cerebral hemorrhages. Moreover, honey is rich in minerals that boost immunity. When combined with the warming properties of cinnamon, blood circulation improves significantly, allowing these beneficial minerals and vitamins to be absorbed more quickly by our bodies. The second worst food to pair with cinnamon is dried dates. Were you surprised? Dates are a common ingredient in cinnamon beverages like cinnamon drinks or beverages. However, it's important to note that you should consume fresh dates, not dried dates. Have you heard that cinnamon is good for diabetes? One of the most famous nicknames for cinnamon is natural insulin. Do you know how many people in the world suffer from diabetes? Including those at risk, it's about 700 million and expected to be reached 800 million or more in 2030. Today's star, cinnamon, is particularly effective against diabetes and its complications. Diabetes generally means having a low level of insulin or poor blood sugar control. Simply put, insulin is like a guide that takes the sugar in your body to the muscles, liver, or organs that need energy. When insulin is insufficient, the sugar in your body doesn't know where to go and floats in the bloodstream, leading to a shortage of energy in the muscles and a rise in blood sugar levels, creating an emergency situation. Here's the key point. When you consume cinnamon, an amazing thing happens. The polyphenol compounds in cinnamon act similarly to insulin in your body. This lowers blood sugar levels and helps deliver energy to the muscles, not only boosting vitality but also strengthening the muscles. However, if you consume cinnamon with dry dates, it's of no use. Dates have about 5 times the sugar content of apples, while it raises blood sugar levels slowly. The drying process of dates concentrates the sugar even more. Therefore, to get the benefits of cinnamon, you should pair it with fresh dates, not dried dates. The second best food that paired perfectly with cinnamon is ginger. With the recent drastic temperature changes, many people are experiencing weakened immunity, catching colds, and suffering from body aches, knee pain, arthritis, and neuralgia. At this time, consuming ginger and cinnamon together can perfectly solve these issues. Cinnamon has a sharp aroma, which is due to phenol compounds known as natural antioxidants. These compounds act like antibiotics in our body, killing bacteria. They are especially effective in reducing and soothing chronic inflammations such as arthritis, dermatitis, and stomatitis, providing pain relief as well. When you consume cinnamon with ginger, it maximizes the benefits of cinnamon. The gingerol in ginger, which gives it its spicy flavor, completely sterilizes inflammation and toxins in the body. It also detoxifies blood clots and carcinogenic substances in the blood vessels. Here's the key point. Both cinnamon and ginger have warming properties. While eating foods with warming properties together might seem like it could overburden the body, surprisingly, cinnamon and ginger are beneficial when combined. Cinnamon helps reduce internal heat and detoxifies the body, while ginger expels this heat through sweat. Additionally, this process improves blood circulation and prevents bacterial growth on the skin, providing skincare benefits. Here's one more thing. Have you heard that cinnamon contains toxins? Cinnamon does have a small amount of a toxin called coumarin. However, when consumed with ginger, this toxin is detoxified, making it safe to eat and even more beneficial. The third worst combination with cinnamon is for those who are taking hypertension medications, which is for the people with high blood pressure. Especially those with weak kidneys need to be extra cautious. First, cinnamon is excellent for cardiovascular health. As previously mentioned, it not only strengthens the heart and blood vessels, but also contains aldehyde compounds that help to dilate the blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more smoothly. Moreover, cinnamon is rich in potassium, which helps expel sodium from the body, lowering blood pressure and reducing swelling. However, here lies the problem. Hypertension medications, particularly diuretics, perform the same function as cinnamon's potassium. To be specific, the diuretics in hypertension medications work exactly like the potassium in cinnamon. You might wonder, isn't that a good thing? Yes, right? However, the problem is that these diuretics prevent the excretion of potassium. Normally, the potassium from cinnamon should be excreted after doing its job. But the diuretics block this, causing the potassium levels in the body to rise significantly. This can lead to hyperkalemia, which can cause muscle weakness and even cardiac arrhythmias. So, should you always worry about consuming cinnamon? Not at all. The secret to enjoying cinnamon to its fullest potential while staying healthy is finally revealed. The third best combination with cinnamon is apples. Many of you probably enjoy sprinkling cinnamon on your apple pie, and you're doing it right. As I mentioned earlier, cinnamon is being developed as a treatment to prevent brain disease. According to research from the University of Chicago, cinnamic acid, the main component of cinnamon, significantly reduces brain damage. Moreover, neurological diseases like Parkinson's show motor disorder symptoms. And surprisingly, cinnamon helps improve these symptoms. Recently, an even more groundbreaking announcement has been made. Cinnamon not only inhibits brain damage, the main cause of brain damages, but also rejuvenates brain neurons and brain cells. Even just smelling cinnamon can enhance cognitive function and concentration. Isn't that amazing? This is where apples come in. When cinnamon acts on the neurons in the brain, apples provide a protective shield that blocks potential neurotoxins. Therefore, apples help prevent the destruction of brain cells and neurons. Particularly, the anthocyanins in apple peels have a powerful antioxidant effect, maximizing cinnamon's ability to rejuvenate brain cells. But that's not all. As mentioned earlier, cinnamon strengthens the heart. When the heart pumps blood vigorously, the blood vessels need to be strong too, right? Consuming apples with cinnamon strengthens the walls of the blood vessels, even down to the capillaries in your hands and feet. Additionally, since apples are low in potassium, eating them with cinnamon helps maintain balance and is good for kidney health. Therefore, you should definitely enjoy apples and cinnamon together from now on. The tart and sweet taste of the organic acids in apples pairs perfectly with the bitter taste of cinnamon, so even just sprinkling a little cinnamon powder on apples is very beneficial. So far, we have covered the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with cinnamon. Let's summarize everything once more. First, avoid consuming cinnamon with sugar-laden beverages like certain commercial cinnamon teas and lattes. Instead, enjoy it with honey for a healthier option. Second, instead of pairing cinnamon with dry dates, opt for fresh dates or combine it with ginger for the best results. Additionally, those taking hypertension medications should be cautious with cinnamon to balance it out. Enjoy cinnamon with apples for a delightful and healthful combination. How does that sound? By consuming healthy cinnamon with well-matched foods, you can better protect your health. Thank you for spending your time with me. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, share it with your precious family and friends. I will always pray for your health and happiness. This has been your friendly health expert, Dr. John. Did you know that eating this with bananas can harm your health? Even though bananas are a superfood for your health, there are foods that go well with them and others that don't. To protect your health and immunity, I will tell you about the 3 worst food combinations with bananas and the 3 best. Hello! Welcome to Dr. John's channel. Are there still people who haven't registered yet? Please register and hit the like button now. Also, please share with your loved ones and highly recommended Dr. John to them. I will continue to provide only the best health information from now on. First, the worst combination of food with bananas is milk. Are you surprised? Because bananas are filling, some people have them as a meal replacement on an empty stomach in the morning, or blend them with milk to make banana milkshakes. However, bananas and milk, which might seem like a perfect match, are not a good combination for health. Wait, are there still people who think that the sugar in bananas is bad for health? Let me clarify this for you. Bananas are rich in dietary fiber that helps balance blood sugar, and they are also packed with minerals and vitamins that fight against diseases. Especially, depending on the ripening process, bananas have different health benefits, making them amazing fruits. Unripe green bananas have resistant starches that are 20 times higher than ripe yellow bananas. They have a very low glycemic index, making them excellent for blood sugar management. Green bananas are full of prebiotics that act as food for probiotics in the gut, promoting gut health. On the other hand, as bananas ripen and turn yellow, they become sweeter and their sugar content increases. Especially, they become rich in antioxidants, vitamin B, and vitamin C. Finally, as they become overripe and develop brown spots, they are called sugar spots, known as antioxidants that fight against health-harming cells. While the vitamins and minerals in yellow bananas decrease, these brown spots are filled with health protection properties that strengthen the power of white blood cells. So, green bananas are great for diabetes prevention and dieting due to their low glycemic index. Yellow bananas are packed with vitamins and antioxidants. And finally, brown bananas are the best anti-disease foods. However, are you worried that the natural sugars in bananas might raise your blood sugar? Here's the solution. When you consume them together, milk lowers blood sugar because lactose in milk lowers it, making it a great combination. Moreover, bananas are rich in magnesium, and surprisingly, when you consume magnesium from bananas with milk, it helps the calcium in milk be fully absorbed into our bodies. But pay attention here, all these benefits only apply to those with strong stomachs. As we age, our stomachs and intestines weaken, and many experience reflux, where food regurgitates. Especially, you might have felt discomfort as if the banana was stuck after eating it for satiety. There's a reason for this. The rich dietary fiber in bananas is insoluble and doesn't dissolve well, so it stays in the stomach for a long time. If you consume milk with it, a bigger problem arises. The organic acids and sugars in bananas combine with the abundant calcium and protein in milk, forming lumps, making digestion even slower. In this process, over-fermentation occurs in the stomach, putting a significant strain on the stomach and intestines, causing fatigue and lethargy. Eventually, it can lead to chronic conditions like gastritis and reflux esophagitis. So, never consume bananas and milk together. Instead, Opt for food combinations that are easier to digest. Then, what should you eat with bananas? The first food I recommend to pair with bananas is oatmeal. Instead of having bananas and milk on an empty stomach in the morning, you can have oatmeal or oatmeal porridge together with bananas. Oatmeal's dietary fiber is much better for gut health, making it the perfect match. Wait, are there some of you who are puzzled, thinking, bananas have a lot of dietary fiber, so why is it good to eat them with oatmeal? Yes, both bananas and oats are rich in dietary fiber, but they are completely different types. A banana contains about 3 grams of fiber, and most of it is insoluble fiber, which mainly helps increase the volume and weight of stools. That's why eating bananas might actually lead to constipation. So, for gut health, you should consume soluble fiber, which absorbs water well. That's where oatmeal and oats come in. Oats contain over 50% soluble fiber, so when you eat them with bananas, you can perfectly balance your fiber intake. Moreover, the fiber pectin in bananas surprisingly helps lower cholesterol levels in the blood vessels. It detoxifies the body and eliminates heavy metals. Here's a tip. For this detoxifying effect, you should consume unripe green bananas, along with the resistant starch found in green bananas. You'll also get the effects of natural insulin and beta-glucan in oats, which help regulate blood sugar levels. Secondly, the worst combination of food with bananas is sweet potatoes, despite being regarded as excellent meal replacements and diet foods. Bananas and sweet potatoes surprisingly don't go well together. While excessive dietary fiber can indeed strain digestion, there's a more serious issue at hand. That's potassium. Some might wonder, isn't potassium a beneficial mineral for health? Yes, potassium is an essential mineral for our bodies. It's particularly crucial for cell health and regulates the functions of the heart and muscles, providing energy to our bodies. Additionally, potassium helps flush sodium out of our bodies, thereby stabilizing blood pressure and preventing cardiovascular diseases like hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and atherosclerosis. However, pay attention here. This beneficial potassium can pose a significant burden for those with poor kidney function. If potassium isn't adequately excreted from the kidneys, it can weaken muscles and even lead to irregular heartbeats. The issue lies in the fact that both bananas and sweet potatoes are rich in potassium. Consuming them together can lead to excessive potassium intake, increasing the risk of hyperkalemia. So, rather than consuming them together, it's better to have them separately, to ensure you benefit from each food's nutritional properties without risking potassium overload. Secondly, the best food to pair with bananas is nuts. Nowadays, many people suffer from insomnia and stress, right? A calm mind leads to a calm body, so stress relief and sound sleep are crucial for health. Consuming bananas with nuts is the perfect solution. Nuts contain beneficial unsaturated fatty acids and omega-3. But most importantly, they're rich in tryptophan. This tryptophan surprisingly converts into the happiness hormone serotonin in the brain. But pay attention here. For tryptophan to convert into the happiness hormone, it requires vitamin B6. Today's start, the banana, is rich in vitamin B6. Therefore, when you consume nuts and bananas together, they perfectly alleviate depression and insomnia. Additionally, bananas' magnesium has muscle relaxation benefits. So having a banana in the evening can further improve sleep quality. Moreover, bananas' potassium helps maintain stable heartbeats and balances the body's fluid levels, which is beneficial for keeping the metabolism balanced and less prone to stress. Now, as the last, third worst combination of food with bananas, we have cabbage. Many people diligently consume bananas and cabbage as the best anti-disease food combination, right? That's correct. As mentioned earlier, when bananas become overripe, they develop brown spots, known as sugar spots. In this state, the sugar content increases. But most importantly, it's when the polyphenol levels, which boost immunity, are at their highest. Thus, fully ripe bananas are referred to as the guardians of anti-disease. According to Japan National Cancer Research Institutes, spotted bananas have a remarkable effect on creating TNF immune cells. They enhance white blood cell function by 8 times more than unripe green bananas. At this point, when you consume cabbage, known as the epitome of green vegetables due to its high content of chlorophyll and vitamin U, along with bananas, it synergistically enhances health-protecting effects. However, unfortunately, when you consume cabbage and bananas together, the body consumes a large amount of vitamin B6, which can lead to deficiency symptoms. Should you give up the anti-disease benefits and worry while consuming them? No, there's a miraculous solution. By consuming cabbage and bananas along with just one other food, everything is resolved. Then, the third recommendation for the best food to pair with bananas is eggs. Eggs are packed with numerous nutritional benefits, especially being rich in vitamin B6. When consumed with bananas and cabbage, eggs can prevent any loss of nutrients and only provide synergistic effects. Moreover, this vitamin B6, nicknamed the brain vitamin, plays a crucial role in supplying glucose, the brain's energy source. Furthermore, when you consume eggs, considered one of the most nutritious whole foods on Earth, along with bananas, it perfectly fills in any protein and nutrient gaps. Wait, if you consume only bananas as a meal replacement for breakfast, it might strain those with weak kidneys due to the magnesium content, worsening low blood pressure. But when consumed with eggs, it balances out the perfect nutritional equilibrium, allowing you to recharge energy and restore vitality without any worries and quickly. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst combinations and 3 best foods to pair with bananas. Let's summarize them together. First, instead of consuming bananas with milk, have them with oats or oatmeal. Secondly, since bananas are high in potassium, avoid pairing them with sweet potatoes and opt for nuts instead. Lastly, remember that bananas go well not only with cabbage but also with eggs. How does that sound? By taking care to pair bananas with foods that complement them well, you can protect your health and boost immune system. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, don't forget to share it with your loved ones and friends. I'll always keep you in my prayers for your health and happiness. Thanks you. Did you know that eating broccoli with this particular thing could actually harm your health? Yes, even something as beneficial as broccoli needs to be consumed correctly to truly benefit your health. I will unveil the 3 worst food combinations with broccoli, as well as the 3 best ones. First up, the worst food combination with broccoli is surprisingly vinegar. Were you shocked? Many enjoy lightly steaming or blanching broccoli and dressing it with a vinegar-based dressing. However, it turns out this is a harmful combination for broccoli nutrients. Alongside its miraculous sulforaphane, which destroys unhealthy cells, broccoli is packed with vitamins and minerals. Did you know that broccoli's vitamin C content is doubled out of lemons and 7 times that of potatoes? That's right. Broccoli is a premier source of vitamin C, eliminating harmful free radicals in our body, aiding in fatigue recovery, preventing colds, and even greatly benefiting skin health. Moreover, broccoli is filled with the ultimate antioxidant, beta-carotene vitamin A, making it top-notch for boosting immunity, especially now, during the changing seasons with cool mornings and evenings and significant temperature fluctuations. It's crucial to include broccoli in your diet, but here's the focus point. The issue is that these wonderful vitamins are very sensitive to acidity. So, if you've been diligently eating broccoli for health, but then you sprinkle it with acidic vinegar or lemon juice dressing, it's all in vain. So, what should you dip your broccoli in instead? The answer is horseradish or mustard, for broccoli's immune-boosting compound sulforaphane to be effective in the body. It needs the help of an enzyme called myrosinase. This component is abundant in spicy sauces like horseradish and mustard. Therefore, dipping broccoli in something other than vinegar or sour dressings, like horseradish or mustard, is the miraculous way to consume it. This method not only preserves vitamins, but also maximizes the antioxidant effects. So, the first food pairing with broccoli we recommend is tangerines or oranges. What fruit comes to mind first as the weather gets chilly? Without a doubt, it's the sweet and tangy tangerine. Tangerines, a vitamin treasure, are a perfect match with broccoli. Besides the vitamins I've mentioned earlier, broccoli is also rich in iron. The iron content in broccoli is more than double that of other vegetables and is of very high quality, making it exceptionally well absorbed by the body. Thus, it's excellent not only for relieving muscle aches and cramps, but also for purifying the blood, strengthening the vessels, and being the best in preventing anemia. Here's a focal point. There's one way to double the absorption rate of the fantastic iron in broccoli. When you eat foods rich in vitamin C, like tangerines and oranges, along with broccoli, the vitamin C helps in the absorption of iron, creating an incredible synergy effect. Also, broccoli's vitamin K aids in the absorption of calcium, making it really great for preventing osteoporosis as the tangerines and oranges packed with nutrients. Make sure to pair them with broccoli and oranges. Secondly, the worst combo with broccoli is for those taking certain blood thinners for high blood pressure or high cholesterol, like warfarin, or those who are on aspirin. You might already know that broccoli, rich in potassium, antioxidants, and a good amount of calcium, is excellent for preventing high blood pressure. Indeed, consistent consumption of broccoli has been proven to lower the pressure in the heart and arteries and reduce stress, especially as the colder seasons approach. When blood vessels tend to constrict and make acute illnesses more likely, broccoli becomes a must-have food, but pay close attention here. The vitamin K in broccoli works in direct opposition to warfarin-based blood pressure medications, while aspirin and medications for high blood pressure and hyperlipidemia work to thin the blood to prevent sudden blood clots. Broccoli helps in clotting the blood, aiding in stopping bleeding and healing wounds within the blood vessels. Thus, even with all the benefits of broccoli, there's a risk that it could interfere with the effectiveness of prescription medications. So you must be cautious. It's advised to wait about 2 hours after taking your medication before consuming broccoli. And a quick note. If you're thinking of drinking concentrated broccoli juice, be aware that it could strain your liver. So it's recommended to consume broccoli cooked and directly. Next up, the second best food match for broccoli is onions. Above all, broccoli is packed with a component called selenium, which neutralizes harmful free radicals and boosts our immune system. In fact, it has incredible benefits against colon, lung, breast, and liver disease. Plus, it's rich in dietary fiber, which binds to harmful substances and carcinogens in the gut and helps eliminate them from the body. So, by including broccoli in your diet, you strengthen your basic immune system, preventing colds and coughs and keeping your body robust against diseases. And here's where it gets even more amazing. Pairing it with onions can create a miraculous effect. The quercetin in onions significantly boosts the benefits of broccoli. Quercetin helps prevent damage to the walls of blood vessels, lowers the levels of unhealthy LDL cholesterol, and has been shown to reduce blood pressure. Adding onions to broccoli not only enhances its vascular protective effects, but the pungent flavor of onions, due to compounds like allyl sulfides, greatly aids in dilating blood vessels. Moreover, when broccoli and onions are eaten together, they can melt away arteriosclerosis and hyperlipidemia, breaking down body fat, which aids in dieting and weight management. Truly a miraculous method. Lastly, the third group for whom broccoli might not be the best match includes individuals with diabetes or those needing to manage their blood sugar levels. Broccoli has a very low glycemic index (GI) score and is incredibly effective at lowering blood sugar, making it a popular choice among many people with diabetes. In fact, based on research that studied the genetic profiles of diabetic patients, the sulforaphane in broccoli has been proven to effectively reduce blood sugar levels. However, the issue arises because this effect can be too powerful. Looking at the diets of actual diabetic patients, it was found that an excessive inclusion of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli led to numerous cases of hypoglycemia. For instance, some people even replace rice with broccoli or cauliflower for blood sugar management or weight control. Remember, even with the best foods, too much of a good thing can be harmful. So moderation is the key here. Here's a tip. Some might overcook broccoli, losing all its vitamins and sulforaphane. Among cooking methods, steaming or using the microwave preserves its nutrients better than boiling. So, this is crucial to remember. Lastly, the third best food match for broccoli is tomatoes. You're probably already aware of how beneficial tomatoes are for health. Alongside broccoli, tomatoes are recognized as one of the top 10 superfoods. When you eat them together, they act as a miraculous immune-boosting duo. In fact, the antioxidant lycopene in tomatoes is absorbed much more effectively when digested with broccoli. Research has shown that this combination has incredible effectiveness and boosts the wellness-supporting cells and prevents strength in our immune system, making it an ideal pairing. Particularly, it was found that the vitamin U content in broccoli is significantly higher in the stems than in the florets. And when you lightly sauté tomatoes and broccoli together in oil, the nutrient absorption rate skyrockets very effectively. So, this is definitely something to remember. So far, we've looked into 3 of the worst and 3 of the best food pairings with broccoli. Shall we do a final recap? Instead of dipping broccoli in vinegar-based sauce, try it with horseradish or mustard to maximize its immune-boosting properties. Also, broccoli, being a vitamin powerhouse, pairs wonderfully with tangerines, making it an excellent choice. If you're taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, it's safe to eat broccoli about 2 hours apart from taking your medication. Moreover, eating it with onions is great for preventing cardiovascular diseases. And for those who need to manage blood sugar, remember not to overdo it with broccoli. Just the right amount is key. Pairing it with tomatoes makes for an absolutely perfect combo. As the weather gets colder and the temperature changes become more pronounced, it's crucial to include broccoli in your diet for cold prevention, immune system boosting, and eliminating carcinogens from the body. How does that sound? I hope you'll prepare and enjoy broccoli with these perfect food combinations to maintain your health. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Also, share this with your beloved family and friends. I always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with eggs could destroy brain cells and lead to dementia? Eggs are considered a superfood, truly beneficial for your health. However, what you eat them with and how you cook them are crucial. Today's star is the superfood, eggs. Known for their high-quality protein, various minerals, vitamins, and numerous nutrients. In today's video, we will reveal 3 foods you should absolutely avoid eating with eggs to prevent cancer and dementia. And also share 3 best ways to eat eggs that not only prevent cancer and dementia, but also brighten your eyes. Firstly, the food you should absolutely never eat with eggs is flour and bread. You may consume a lot of egg bread and flour. And eggs are indeed essential ingredients for making bread. However, this combination is really bad for preventing cancer and dementia. Eggs contain a component called choline, which is a type of vitamin B group. This is why eggs are called brain food. Choline is beneficial for memory and concentration enhancement and, as a vitamin B complex, constitutes up to 30% of brain cell components, activating brain functions to improve memory and concentration, and is used in the prevention and treatment of forgetfulness, dementia, Alzheimer's, etc. It's even highly effective in reducing inflammation in the body, thus preventing cancer. However, there's something that works in direct opposition to the action of choline. That's right, flour. When you eat bread, which is primarily made of carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises and creates a lot of sugar toxins. These sugar toxins attack brain cells. If you eat bread and eggs together, it's like a war in your body. The choline in the eggs tries to create a protective barrier for the brain cells, while the sugar toxins from the bread try to penetrate this barrier to attack the brain cells. Moreover, if you frequently consume flour-based foods like noodles, bread, egg tart, spaghetti, and white rice, and are already in a state of high blood sugar, the problem becomes more serious. With high insulin resistance and chronic inflammation already filling your body, choline's efforts to protect us become futile. This internal battle can lead to cardiovascular diseases like hypertension and arteriosclerosis. Issues with insulin secretion leading to diabetes and chronic inflammation can cause cancer, dementia, and brain diseases. Therefore, it's better to opt for whole wheat bread or healthy vegan breads that are not made with refined flour to eat with eggs. The first best companion for eggs is none other than the pumpkin. Eggs and pumpkins make a really great pairing, especially since the protein in eggs helps with absorption in our body. Moreover, when you consume the fiber from pumpkins along with the calcium in eggs, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, bringing a sense of calm and easing anxiety and tension. It also reduces physical tension, bringing stability to both our body and mind. It's often said that stress is the root of all illnesses. Eating eggs with pumpkin helps relieve stress and fatigue in the body. Additionally, consuming pumpkin, which converts to vitamin A in the body, is especially good for eye health. Working together with the abundant lutein and zeaxanthin carotenoids found in eggs, it provides powerful antioxidant action that not only protects the retina, but can also significantly reduce the incidence of degenerative eye diseases, like glaucoma and macular degeneration. If your eyes have been feeling blurry or your vision cloudy, try eating eggs with pumpkin. Recommended recipes include pumpkin pancakes or tarts, pumpkin egg rolls, and pumpkin egg soup. Secondly, the foods you should absolutely never eat with eggs are soy milk and tofu. Some people eat soy milk and eggs together as a breakfast substitute, and many consume them for weight loss and diet purposes. Also, there are those who boil warm soy soup and break a raw egg into it to eat together. However, eggs and soy milk should not be mixed. This is due to the trypsin inhibitor found in soy milk. Trypsin, a component in soybeans, the raw material of soy milk, combines with avidin in egg whites, destroying the nutrients. Eggs are rich in high-quality protein, which not only helps prevent muscle loss and sarcopenia in the elderly, making muscles stronger, but also contain abundant vitamins and minerals. When consumed with soy milk, these beneficial nutrients cannot be absorbed, so they should not be eaten together. If your throat feels blocked when eating eggs, it's much better to have them with milk or water. And there's one more thing to remember. Have you ever had tea? Like green tea or black tea, with eggs? That's a big no. Drinking tea after eating eggs, because your throat feels dry and clogged, causes the tannins in the tea leaves to combine with the egg's proteins, forming tannin-protein complexes. This slows down intestinal peristalsis, worsens the intestinal environment, and leads to constipation. The most frightening aspect is that it increases the body's absorption potential for toxic substances and carcinogens. Therefore, tea and soy milk should absolutely not be consumed with eggs. It's best to have them with water or milk. Then, the second best companion for eggs is none other than cheese. Cheese not only tastes great, but also is nutritionally the best match with eggs. Eggs are called a complete food because they contain many nutrients, but relative to dairy products, they are very low in calcium. Dairy products are rich in calcium, so when consumed with eggs, they can complement each other. Especially since cheese is made by fermenting milk, the fermentation process with probiotics reduces the protein content, allowing you to complement each other's nutrition without excessively consuming protein. Lastly, the third worst companion for eggs is apricot. You might not often eat apricot with eggs, but it's really important to remember because it can be dangerous. Apricot and dried apricots are often consumed as a dessert. Eating apricots after eggs can cause mild symptoms like headaches, diarrhea, vomiting, and signs of food poisoning. In severe cases, it can lead to acute gastroenteritis and even bezoars. The reason is due to tannin, the component that gives apricots their astringent taste, which impairs the digestive function of proteins. Tannin, a type of phenolic compound, clumps together with proteins in the mouth, stomach, and digestive system. It also inhibits the action of protein-degrading enzymes in the body, making it really dangerous to consume with eggs. The third best companion for eggs is none other than apples. Eggs contain a variety of nutrients but are lacking in vitamin C and dietary fiber. Apples are very rich in both vitamin C and dietary fiber. Especially, dietary fiber helps with bowel movement by aiding the intestinal movement and also helps expel bad cholesterol from the body, preventing cardiovascular diseases such as arteriosclerosis. Transcripts provided by Transcription Outsourcing, LLC. In such cases, accompanying them with an apple can stimulate the secretion of gastric juices, aiding in digestion and absorption. Lastly, the way eggs are cooked is also very important. When consuming eggs, it's crucial to prepare them in a way that preserves as many nutrients as possible without destroying them. Firstly, eating raw eggs is not recommended due to the risk of food poisoning. Also, frying eggs is not advisable. Both steaming and boiling are good methods, but it's better to consume eggs that are soft-boiled rather than hard-boiled to the point of being rubbery. Furthermore, when making fried eggs, it's recommended to use oils with a high content of omega-3, such as olive oil or flaxseed oil. We've explored the 3 worst and best foods to eat with eggs for cancer and dementia prevention. Then, it's time to summarize. Rather than eat eggs with flour like bread, choose pumpkin to consume the best benefits out of it. Do not eat eggs with soy products like soy milk or tofu. Choose cheese with eggs. And, never eat eggs with apricot, but eat with apples. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you remember and take good care of your health with this information. If you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and like. Also, share the video with your dear family and friends. I will always pray for your health and happiness. I will continue to greet you with more useful and informative health information. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with sweet potato can harm your health? One of the top 3 immune-boosting foods selected by the WHO is sweet potatoes. Even with such excellent benefits, sweet potatoes also have foods that are the best match and foods that are bad matches. Well then, let's explore together 3 worst food combinations, and 3 best food combinations to protect your health when eaten with sweet potatoes. First, the worst sweet potato dish is raw sweet potato. Aren't you surprised? Sweet potatoes contain no saturated fat or cholesterol, and they're packed with dietary fiber and antioxidants. You may already know that the white juice that comes out you cut raw sweet potatoes cleanses your intestines. Yes, it's true. While the abundant dietary fiber in sweet potatoes is great for gut health, eating them raw, especially for those with weak stomachs, is not a good idea. Raw sweet potatoes contain a type of sugar called raffinose, which, when broken down in the intestines, produces carbon dioxide, causing abdominal bloating and foul-smelling flatulence. This gas buildup in the intestines can lead to chronic indigestion and ultimately worsen gut health. Intestinal polyps can lead to various gastrointestinal diseases, including colon cancer, so it's essential to be cautious. Furthermore, raw sweet potatoes contain substances that inhibit trypsin enzymes, which break down proteins. The more protein-rich foods you consume together with raw sweet potatoes, the more these inhibitors increase, hindering digestion. What's truly astonishing is that these enzymes are destroyed by heat. So be sure to cook sweet potatoes thoroughly. Additionally, the gut is often referred to as the second brain because it's closely linked to our brain health. Did you know that the gut and the brain are connected by 2,000 nerve fibers? In fact, there's a central connection axis between the gut and the brain, so the health of the gut directly affects not only mood and sleep, but also cognitive abilities. It's crucial to consume easily digestible foods regularly and take care of gut health, as it's the best habit for preventing dementia and maintaining brain health. So, the recommended food that goes best with sweet potatoes is apples. Sweet potatoes are rich in dietary fiber as well as vitamins A and C. In particular, beta-carotene in sweet potatoes is excellent for eye health and old age, preventing night blindness, and promoting vision recovery. Moreover, its abundance of antioxidants effectively inhibits free radicals. One of the causes of aging, preventing skin aging and suppressing the secretion of lactic acid bacteria, which causes fatigue, aiding in fatigue recovery. Additionally, sweet potatoes are full of calcium, which strengthens bones and enhances bone density. Therefore, it's essential to consume sweet potatoes for preventing osteoporosis and maintaining strong bones. However, there's one major problem. Consuming an excessive amount of sweet potatoes, including raw ones, can lead to a substance called amygdalin, causing digestive issues, such as abdominal bloating and intestinal gas. Focus here. This is where apples come in. The pectin in apples creates a protective barrier on the intestinal wall, preventing the invasion of toxins. Moreover, the tart organic acids in apples help digest the starchy sweet potatoes more efficiently. Furthermore, when you cook sweet potatoes, apples perfectly complement them by replenishing any deficient vitamins. As for the recommended recipe, apple and sweet potato curry is a great option. With the natural sweetness of apples and sweet potatoes combined with the turmeric and curry, you can enjoy a healthier and tastier meal. As the weather suddenly gets colder and immunity weakens, it's essential to include apple sweet potato curry in your diet. Second, the worst sweet potato dishes are fried sweet potatoes and dried sweet potatoes. When the transitional season passes and cold winter arrives, the most tempting snack is fried sweet potatoes. Eating sweet and flavored fried sweet potatoes is truly delightful. And recently, many people have been enjoying them as snacks after drying them to make them chewy. However, especially for health reasons, they're not suitable for individuals with diabetes. First of all, sweet potatoes are carbohydrate-rich foods with strong sweetness. So although they may seem very high in sugar, their glycemic index, GI, is not as high as one might think. In fact, sweet potatoes have a lower GI than potatoes and gradually raise blood sugar levels, making them suitable even for diabetic patients. However, the calorie content of sweet potatoes is quite high. Eating one sweet potato is equivalent to consuming 2/3 of a bowl of rice. Here's a quick pause. Did you know that surprisingly, the glycemic index and calories of sweet potatoes vary depending on the cooking method? When sweet potatoes are baked, moisture is lost, and sugar content increases, resulting in significantly higher blood sugar levels and calorie content. In reality, raw sweet potatoes contain 128 kilocalories per 100 grams, while boiled ones have 140 kilocalories. Baked ones have 150 kilocalories, and dried ones have a whopping 350 kilocalories. Furthermore, fried sweet potatoes have a glycemic index more than twice that of boiled sweet potatoes, so you must be cautious when consuming them. The calorie content varies greatly depending on how you eat the same sweet potato. Therefore, when the weather gets colder and outdoor activities decrease, it's better for your health to avoid fried sweet potatoes and dried sweet potato snacks. Now, let's summarize the best way to consume sweet potatoes here. It's best to wash sweet potatoes thoroughly, boil them with the skin on, and consume them as a meal replacement. The skin contains not only antioxidants and vitamins, but also a variety of dietary fibers. So be sure to eat it together. Additionally, sweet potato stems are rich in calcium, potassium, and vitamin A. So including them as a side dish is also beneficial. Secondly, the food that pairs best with sweet potatoes is tomatoes. As you age, you're more susceptible to vascular diseases. And sweet potatoes are the ideal food for vascular health. Sweet potatoes are rich in pantothenic acid, a type of vitamin B, which helps regulate hormone secretion to relieve stress and prevent high blood pressure. Here's a question for you. What do you think is the biggest cause of hypertension? It's primarily due to excess sodium in the body. Therefore, it's crucial to reduce salt intake and consume foods rich in potassium, which helps excrete sodium from the body. However, today's stars, sweet potatoes and tomatoes, are excellent sources of potassium. Consuming sweet potatoes and tomatoes together helps flush out accumulated sodium from the body and has a tremendous detoxifying synergy effect. But that's not all. The abundant dietary fiber in sweet potatoes remarkably reduces colon cancer cells by up to 70%. In fact, sweet potatoes are recognized by the Cancer Prevention Committee as one of the best foods for preventing colon and lung cancer. When paired with tomatoes, a superb anti-cancer food, they exhibit extraordinary efficacy. So make sure to include tomatoes and sweet potatoes in your diet from now on. Here's a handy tip for you. Tomatoes have antioxidant properties in their skins and are lipid-soluble, so lightly sautéing them in oil or drizzling them with a bit of olive oil before consumption is highly beneficial, so remember that. The last food that pairs worst with sweet potatoes is peanuts. While it's well known that the soluble dietary fiber in sweet potatoes slows down digestion and promotes the secretion of leptin, which melts body fat, making it good for digestion, it also gives a feeling of fullness and is beneficial for respiratory health and lung health. However, consuming sweet potatoes and peanuts together significantly increases the risk of obesity, so be cautious when consuming them. Sweet potatoes are a typical carbohydrate-rich food, mainly starch-based carbohydrates. Peanuts also contain a lot of starch, so excessive carbohydrate intake can lead to potential issues. Carbohydrates are a good source of energy for our bodies. But the problem lies in the fact that carbohydrates easily accumulate fat. Therefore, carbohydrates are easily converted and stored as body fat, eventually leading to belly fat, visceral fat, and aging. So, in the future, remember not to eat sweet potatoes and peanuts together, but consume them separately. The last but not least best combination with sweet potato is yogurt. Have you ever felt your throat getting blocked after eating tough sweet potatoes? At times like these, eating them with yogurt not only helps clear your throat, but also provides excellent taste and nutrition. While the abundant fiber in sweet potatoes is beneficial for the gut, it can also take a long time to digest, potentially causing discomfort. Consuming yogurt or yogurt dressing with sweet probiotics and organic acids. Conversely, yogurt dressings often contain high levels of sodium, but sweet potatoes' potassium helps excrete sodium, making them a perfect match. Here's a quick tip. When you feel your throat blocked after eating sweet potatoes, consuming refreshing radishes alongside them is excellent. This is because radishes contain diastase, which aids digestion. So, in the future, remember to pair sweet potatoes with yogurt and radishes. Hold on. Some people have sweet potatoes as a late-night snack. However, eating them when your metabolism is slow at night can lead to the accumulation of sugar in your body, making digestion particularly challenging. It can cause fermentation in the intestines and acidification of the blood during sleep. Therefore, especially for those with diabetes or weak kidneys, it's best to avoid consuming sweet potatoes in the evening. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst pairings and 3 best pairings when consuming sweet potatoes. Let's summarize together, shall we? First, it's better to eat sweet potatoes cooked by boiling or steaming rather than raw or fried, and it's beneficial to eat them with apples and tomatoes instead of peanuts among nuts. Try pairing sweet potatoes with yogurt or radish for a delicious and nutritious combination. How does that sound? I hope you'll cook and enjoy sweet potatoes with foods that complement them well to maintain your health. Thank you so much for being with us. If today's video has been helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, please share it with your precious family and friends. I'll always pray for your health and happiness. Have you heard that drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning is good for your health? If you drink it like that way, you are almost drinking and eating bacteria. From now on, if you follow just these 3 simple steps, you can experience the miracle of a glass of water, the best remedy that is simple and costs nothing. Try drinking water this way for just 1 week, and a miracle will happen. This is your Dr. John. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please press the subscribe and like buttons right now. Share this video to your precious ones as well. And please introduce Dr. John to many others. I will continue to provide you with the best health information. Today's main topic is water. Specifically, a glass of water you drink in the morning on an empty stomach. You've probably heard that drinking a glass of water in the morning is good for your health, right? Our bodies are made up of 70% water. Therefore, water is one of the most important substances for building the body and sustaining life. If our body loses just 5% of its water, we become disoriented, and if it loses 12%, it can be fatal. Moreover, water plays a very important role in our bodies. When it's hot, we sweat to regulate body temperature, and water helps expel waste, promote metabolism, improve blood circulation, regulate sodium, and even detoxify. It has amazing benefits. Additionally, in the morning, water is used up through sweat and metabolic processes, making us dehydrated. This causes blood to become thick and sticky, increasing its viscosity. Drinking water in this state helps lower blood viscosity and reduces the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Therefore, it's crucial to always stay hydrated. But a glass of water in the morning is particularly beneficial. However, pay attention. Even this beneficial morning water should not be consumed just any way. There are 3 essential points you must follow. First, you must rinse your mouth before drinking. This is extremely important because when you wake up in the morning, your mouth is filled with bacteria. If you drink water without rinsing your mouth, you are essentially drinking or eating bacteria. Even if you brushed your teeth before bed, metabolic processes during the night fill your mouth with bacteria. Additionally, the warm and moist environment in your mouth overnight creates the perfect conditions for bacterial growth. So, how should you drink a glass of water on an empty stomach? Right after you wake up in the morning. Rinse your mouth with water before drinking. You don't need to brush your teeth. Simply gargle with water a couple of times. This simple process effectively removes a significant portion of the bacteria that proliferated in your mouth overnight. Attention here. Some people gargle with mouthwash in the morning instead of brushing their teeth. However, it is not advisable to use mouthwash early in the morning because the mouth tends to be dry overnight and the mouthwash can adhere to the oral mucosa. Therefore, before drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning, gargle a couple of times with water, not the others, but water is truly enough. If you find gargling too bothersome, even just spitting out your saliva upon waking can be very effective. Second, you should drink lukewarm water. Avoid hot water and cold water. On an empty stomach in the morning, lukewarm still water is the best. When you wake up in the morning, some people drink a large glass of cold water to refresh themselves and quench their thirst. And some are even drinking the cold sparkling water in the morning to wake up. From now on, never do this. Drinking cold water and even sparkling water on an empty stomach in the morning stimulates the autonomic nervous system, which can shock the heart. Instead of aiding blood circulation, it can hinder it and cause heart irregularities such as arrhythmia. Moreover, have you ever felt a sharp pain in your teeth when eating cold ice cream or sorbet? Cold water can also cause this sensation. When something suddenly hot or cold touches your teeth, it causes significant stress to your teeth and gums. Therefore, drinking cold water can cause the enamel and dentin that form your teeth to expand, potentially leading to cracks in the teeth. This is why many doctors recommend rinsing your mouth with lukewarm water when brushing your teeth. Teeth, which are one of the 5 blessings, should be rinsed with lukewarm water in the morning. The ideal temperature is around 85 F, which is around 30 C, slightly lower than body temperature. Additionally, Drinking cold or hot water uses up energy to maintain body temperature, sapping your morning energy. As you age, your basal metabolic rate decreases. Drinking cold water can excessively lower body temperature, reduce blood flow to the stomach, and decrease digestive secretion. Therefore, to promote blood circulation, metabolism, and energy use, you should definitely drink lukewarm, especially still water, in the morning. Now, the last, but not least, third step is to drink water slowly on an empty stomach in the morning. Some people drink water quickly because they feel thirsty, due to excessive water loss from sweating or breathing during the night. However, this can be very, very dangerous, so you must drink water in the morning very slowly. If you have high blood pressure and a history of brain damages like aneurysms, hemorrhages, drinking water quickly can be truly risky. This is because the rapid increase in blood flow to the brain or heart can cause blood vessels to burst or rupture, leading to severe problems. Additionally, a rapid increase in body fluids can cause severe headaches. Drinking too much water quickly lowers the concentration of salt in your cells and increases the concentration of water. As a result, cells can swell, and if brain cells swell, it increases pressure inside the skull, leading to headaches and breathing difficulties. The electrolyte levels can also drop, leading to muscle cramps and making your body feel off balance. Therefore, you should drink water slowly, over about 5 minutes to stay safe. Nowadays, there's a growing interest in gut health, due to the belief that a healthy gut leads to a healthy brain and mental well-being, reducing the risk of dementia. Indeed, the gut is so important that it's called the second brain. It contains 70% of immune cells and produces various hormones. Therefore, gut health is crucial for the overall well-being of our body. And here is one more interesting thing that you might don't know. 90% of the happiness hormone, serotonin, is secreted in the gut, making it particularly important. Drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning is one of the best habits for gut health. It induces the gastrocolic reflex, promoting bowel movements, and enhances the effectiveness of products like probiotics. You might have many questions, such as how much water should be consumed for health. Some suggest drinking several liters a day or 4 glasses in the morning. I will let you know the secret. Here's the rule: the number is not important. Just drink water moderately when you feel thirsty. That's totally enough, but here is the point. Drinking too much water can be dangerous, especially for people with weak kidneys or those on dialysis, because it can cause swelling and trouble breathing due to fluid buildup. For diabetics, drinking too much water can make them feel full and eat less, which can lead to low blood sugar. Also, people with acid reflux or weak stomachs may feel worse because too much water can cause the valve between the stomach and esophagus to open more often. So, it's best to drink water in moderate amounts, no more than 1 glass at a time. So now, we have learned about all the 3 essential precautions to take when drinking a glass of water in the morning for optimal health benefits. Then it's time to summarize. When you wake up, you must rinse your mouth with water, then slowly drink lukewarm water. How does that sound? I hope you start the healthy habit of drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach in the morning to stay healthy. Thank you for watching. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like it. And don't forget to share it with your family and friends. I will always wish you health and happiness. This has been your Dr. John. Thank you. Did you know that eating walnuts with this could lead to serious illnesses affecting the mind and body? Even nutritious walnuts need to be consumed correctly to benefit your health. Eating them with harmful foods can actually damage your health. To prevent serious neurological and bodily diseases, I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst pairings with walnuts and 3 foods that are the best pairings. Hello, everyone. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please press subscribe and like right now. Share this with your loved ones. We will continue to deliver the best health information packed with care. Today's star is the walnut, a superfood for the brain. Shaped like a brain, it's packed with the energy and nutrients necessary for brain health and preventing neurological diseases. They are particularly effective against insomnia. However, you should not just eat walnuts as they are. Walnuts are high in fatty acids and calories. So how you eat them and what methods you use are crucial. Now, I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst pairings with walnuts, and 3 foods that are the best pairings to maximize the health benefits of walnuts. Firstly, the worst pairing with walnuts is actually apples. Many people eat nuts and apples together for breakfast, thinking it's nutritionally excellent, but in reality, it's not a good combination. We often choose foods that are beneficial for youth and anti-aging, right? But many miss a key component, vitamin E. Vitamin E helps cells save up to 43% of the oxygen they could use, preventing the creation of free radicals, which are the main culprits of aging in cells. For maintaining youth, nothing is more essential than ensuring you get enough vitamin E. It not only preserves the youthfulness of cells, but also maintains the elasticity of blood vessels and protects red blood cells. Additionally, it helps platelets, which rush to prevent bleeding and infection when there's a wound. Surprisingly, our star today, walnuts, rank first among nuts in vitamin E content, containing 15 times more than other nuts. On the other hand, apples, known as the king of vitamins, are packed with vitamin B and C, which are excellent for antioxidants and energy replenishment. Focus here. Have you ever felt bloated after eating nuts and apples together, which are supposed to be great for vitamin replenishment? It's a common issue, and the reason is that they digest at different rates. When slow-digesting nuts and fast-digesting apples mix, they create gas during digestion, leading to bloating and indigestion. So, it's better to enjoy walnuts and apples separately rather than together. The best food to pair with walnuts is none other than tomatoes. I previously introduced the amazing antioxidant effects of walnuts, but what's even more amazing is that walnuts are excellent at preventing inflammation in tumors, particularly the spread of health-harming cells. Here's a question. Why do you need to always manage your vascular health and cholesterol levels for good health? It's because bad fats, like cholesterol in your blood vessels, can block blood circulation, preventing nutrients and oxygen from being efficiently delivered to your organs. This significantly increases the risk of arteriosclerosis, cerebral hemorrhage, and cardiovascular diseases. Surprisingly, high cholesterol levels can even influence the development of health-harming cells. Because organs can't function properly and fail to prevent mutations and the development of harmful cells. Moreover, according to recent research by Duke University in the USA, cholesterol has been identified as a cause for the metastasis and recurrence of illness. Despite intensive medical treatments, harmful cells feed on cholesterol and stubbornly survive. Therefore, it would be beneficial to consume foods that can reduce or even eliminate cholesterol. Think about it simply. When you get grease stains under clothes, how do you wash them? You need grease to remove grease, right? Exactly. Only healthy fats can clean the grease stains of cholesterol in your blood vessels. That's where our star today, walnuts, comes in. Walnuts are full of essential unsaturated fatty acids including omega-3. And these healthy fats effectively remove the accumulated grease in our body. Now, there's a food that performs the same cleansing of blood vessels and prevention of health-harming cell metastasis as walnuts. And that food is tomatoes. Tomatoes. The unsaturated fatty acids in walnuts and the red pigment, lycopene, in tomatoes perform the same function. Wait, this lycopene is a fat-soluble component, so it must be consumed with healthy fats. Since walnuts are rich in healthy fats, they create a synergistic combination that maximizes benefits. Therefore, from now on, it's a great idea to pair walnuts with a tomato salad, or even just a tomato and a handful of walnuts in the morning for the best anti-illness diet. The second worst food to pair with walnuts is, surprisingly, anchovies. You might be shocked, as many enjoy adding walnuts, almonds, and other nuts to sautéed anchovies. While it tastes good, the combination isn't actually beneficial. Anchovies are so rich in calcium that they are often referred to as the king of calcium, containing more than 10 times the calcium of other fish and 5 times that of milk. Calcium is crucial for bone health and is a key component of bone structure, essential for enhancing bone density. However, there's a problem. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium significantly decreases. No matter how much calcium you consume, if it's not absorbed, it's useless. Should you then turn to calcium supplements? Not necessarily. High doses of calcium supplements can lead to poor circulation and increase the risks of kidney stones and cardiovascular diseases due to non-absorption. Given these potential side effects, it's vital to consume calcium through a balanced diet with natural foods, making anchovies a top choice due to their edible bones. However, when you eat anchovies with walnuts, which unsaturated fatty acids, then you won't be able to absorb any of the calcium from the anchovies. This is because walnuts contain phytic acid, which interferes with calcium absorption. Phytic acid binds with the abundant calcium in anchovies, forming an insoluble complex in the intestines. As a result, the calcium is not absorbed and is instead excreted from the body. So, while you might consume anchovies for their calcium, pairing them with walnuts nullifies the benefit. Therefore, it's better to consume anchovies and walnuts separately, to fully benefit from each of their nutritional properties. The second best combination with walnut is red bean. When you think of walnuts, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the warm and sweet walnut pastry. As tasty as it is, it's also great for your health. You might already know that walnuts are excellent for brain health, but do you know why they are particularly good at preventing serious neurological conditions? Walnuts contain unsaturated fatty acids, including not only omega-3, but also alpha-linolenic acid. This linolenic acid makes up 60% of the brain's neural cells. Thus, eating walnuts is like nourishing your brain's building blocks, preventing the destruction of nerve cells and boosting their activity, keeping the brain youthful and healthy. In fact, walnuts enhance the hippocampus, the central nerve responsible for memory, making them extremely effective at improving logic and reasoning skills. But focus here. No matter how much you strengthen brain cells, if the blood vessels leading to the brain are clogged with waste, it's all for nothing. And if there is too much heat in the head and scalp, that's a serious concern. At this point, red beans come into play, known for their cooling properties and excellent at eliminating waste. Have you ever noticed the foam that forms when boiling red beans? That's due to saponin, an antioxidant component also found in ginseng and red ginseng, abundant in red beans. So, when you consume red beans and walnuts together, they help release the heat and toxins accumulated around the head and chest, allowing the incredible brain health benefits of walnuts to be effectively delivered to the brain cells. Moreover, red beans are among the richest grains in vitamin B1, also known as the brain vitamin, which creates the best synergy with walnuts. One more thing, previously, I mentioned that Empress Dowager Cixi used to eat walnut soup in the evening to combat insomnia. Here's a key point: walnuts have an amazing calming effect, strong enough to be used as a treatment for insomnia. Surprisingly, red beans are also rich in vitamins B1 and B2. Together, walnuts and red beans can eliminate brain fatigue substances, even helping to treat depression. So, from now on, try blending walnuts and red beans into a porridge or soup for the ultimate brain-nourishing food that also aids in insomnia and mental stability. Lastly, the worst food to pair with walnuts is actually milk. While walnuts are rich in vitamins B and E and packed with minerals and nutrients, they lack one crucial element: protein. You might think it's a good idea to combine them with milk, but it's actually better to eat walnuts with red beans or soybeans. As I mentioned earlier, why should you avoid consuming milk with walnuts? As briefly introduced before, walnuts contain an anti-nutrient called phytic acid. This plant toxin, which was developed as a defense mechanism to prevent predation, hinders the absorption of nutrients from other foods and can upset the stomach when eaten together. Specifically, when phytic acid in walnuts meets the casein protein in milk, it forms clumps and causes digestive issues. Additionally, it blocks the absorption of calcium, effectively preventing the body from absorbing the calcium in milk. Therefore, no matter how healthy it might seem to consume milk and walnuts together, it ultimately becomes futile. So, should you always worry when eating walnuts? Not at all. There are two great solutions. First, you can boil the walnuts before eating them. Boiling walnuts not only makes them softer and easier to digest, but also reduces the activity of phytic acid, allowing you to fully absorb the calcium in milk. Furthermore, the mineral, manganese, in walnuts is key in today's discussion. No matter how much calcium you consume, if your bones and cartilage tissues aren't properly formed, it's pointless. Correct. The manganese abundant in walnuts plays this role. Boiled walnuts provide manganese that helps build strong bones, effectively reducing concerns about osteoporosis and fractures. When consumed with milk, this combination becomes an excellent diet for bone health due to the complete absorption of calcium. Second, if boiling walnuts seems inconvenient, you can simply eat 5 or 6 walnuts with milk. Alternatively, consuming walnuts with soy milk or other dairy alternatives is also beneficial. The third and the last food with walnut is the banana. The combination of walnuts and bananas might seem a bit unusual, but it's currently a wildly popular energy-boosting diet. You can enjoy bananas and walnuts together in the morning or blend them into a smoothie. Knowing the benefits they offer to your body can enhance their effectiveness. Firstly, bananas are often considered a top food for diets, because they are rich in dietary fiber, which helps maintain a feeling of fullness for a long time. Moreover, bananas are packed with nutrients, especially potassium and magnesium, which are quickly absorbed by the muscles upon consumption, promptly restoring energy. Interestingly, the potassium in bananas helps expel sodium from the body, which, when paired with walnuts known for their vascular cleansing properties, creates a remarkable synergy. Wait, there's another amazing benefit of the magnesium in bananas. It can alleviate depression and enhance feelings of happiness. This effect pairs exceptionally well with walnuts. Walnuts are rich in vitamin B, which is excellent for fatigue recovery. And the prebiotic fiber in walnuts acts as a great stimulant for gut microbiota. This helps with intestinal peristalsis, and the unsaturated fatty acids in walnuts stimulate the nerve fibers connected between the gut and the brain, which is crucial for preventing depression and maintaining mental health. Therefore, for both physical and mental health benefits, you definitely should try combining bananas and walnuts. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst and the 3 best food pairings with walnuts. Shall we summarize one last time? Instead of apples, it's better to eat walnuts with tomatoes. Instead of anchovies, pair walnuts with red beans. Instead of milk, choose bananas to accompany your walnuts and fully recharge your energy. Walnuts, a superfood for the brain. I hope you keep up your health by choosing the right food combinations. Thank you for spending so much time with us. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like. Also, please share it with your dear family and friends.